Welcome to D-Lab. I've got a cool little project underway. So I've always been interested in vintage hi-fi. I've been listening to a couple of units that I've repaired and I thought, it'd be really cool to have a hi-fi system in the shop. And I can listen to some cool music while I'm working and give you guys some neat demonstrations of this older gear. So recently I picked up a Pilot tuner. So this is the model AF821. So it's not only an AM/FM tuner, but it has a preamp built in. And if you take a look online, you'll see the Fisher units. But man, they're like $1,000. I picked this one up a lot less than that. Had to recap it, give her a cleaning, but it is fully operational. But the problem was I didn't have an amplifier. So I went down in the D-Lab archives, started digging around, and I found this VM amplifier module. Okay, so this came out of a console. It's the model 568B. It runs a pair of 6BQ5 tubes, and if you take a look, you can see they're the original VM tubes. Probably bad. I tested this amp. It works, but it's distorted. I thought, well, I could probably mill this chassis and drop it onto another chassis, so I can get it in housing. But then I thought, no, that's a lot of work and I don't like metal chassis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer all these components onto this Hammond 10x6x2 chassis. Alright, so real quick, I'll show you the Pilot tuner. This thing obviously came out of a wood console cabinet. I'm in search of one of those, but she's very clean. Tuning's nice and smooth. Functions really well. There is the back side. You see the ID plate with the AF821 model number. Got a built-in AM loop stick. It's got a 6x5 rectifier tube. Pretty interesting. Nice layout. Chassis is beautiful, but this is not the star of the show for this video. In this video, we're going to be concentrating on the VM amplifier. So my job will be to remove all these components and transfer them on to the other chassis. So if you were to take a look, you see she'll be a little bit tight, but it should all fit right on the Hammond chassis. I'm going to maintain this layout. I'm going to remove everything. It's pop riveted in, so I have to drill out the pop rivets. I'm going to drop out the sockets and other components. Obviously I'll have to unwire the power transformer. I'm not going to be reusing this filter cap, but I think it's doable, and then I'll have a nice push-pull hi-fi amp for my system. So at this time, I do not have a schematic for the 568. I did find a Sam's PhotoFact online, and that's on order. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the tubes out of here. Look at there, 5Y3 made by VM, very cool. And then I'm going to document this amp the way it is. I already took a bunch of pictures. I may do some sketches to ensure I get everything correct. But it's not really a big deal at this point, because I will have the schematic, so I can verify everything at that point. Look at there. Let's see if this guy's an original. I don't even know what this tube is, but you don't want to let loose. There it is. Oh yeah, another VM. And it appears to be, if I can see it, a 6AU6. So that would be the preamp. And then here is the inverter tube, and that is a 12AU7. And then of course a pair of EL84s for the output. All the tubes in this amp are still original VM. Super cool. Well, here's the bottom side of the amp. Everything is pop riveted in. I've already inspected the tube sockets. They do not look corroded, so I'm going to go ahead and reuse them. You see this nifty little turret board they had. I'm also going to reuse that. This cap and the filter cap are history. This cable used to feed power to the console's tuner preamp system. I'm not going to be reusing that. So the octo socket that went to that plug is also going to be removed. This is my input jack, which is an RCA. That's going to swing around to the back of the amp, as well as the speaker output. So the next step, start drilling out these pop rivets. Hopefully they cooperate. Sometimes these rivets are made out of a hard material, and when you try to drill them, the bit will dance around and damage the tube socket. That'd be a bummer. So first, I'm going to remove the power and output transformers. Since the wiring comes through the chassis, those need to be out of the way. Then I'll concentrate on carefully drilling out all the components. I want to retract all this as wired, if possible. Then, once I get the chassis cleaned, I'm going to lay it on top of the Hammond chassis and transfer all the holes that I need to remount everything the way you see it. Wish me luck. Alright, there's everything removed. Luckily, I was able to get the turret board with the sockets off in one piece without damaging them. Next step, I'm going to take the chassis. I'm going to take the old original VM chassis, lay it on top, transfer the holes, get her drilled, remount everything. So I simply centered the chassis, taped it in place. I'm going to mark these holes, then we'll take off the original chassis and get the Hammond drilled. Probably hard to see, but I've got everything marked and center punched. Drill the chassis and we'll see how she looks. Alright, I got most of the holes drilled. Power transformers here, output tubes, inverter, preamp tube. This is for the 5Y3 rectifier output transformer here. I have not drilled the hole yet for the filter cap because I'm undecided what style I'll be using, but I want to get everything mounted first to make sure it'll fit. Transfer to the Hammond chassis is complete. I put in the tubes to give you a visual. I added an IEC power socket. This will be the rear of the amp. Input will be over here. Speaker will probably be here or here. Spin it around. I ended up not putting the filter cap back in the spot that it was too tight. So instead, it's sitting here where that old accessory socket used to be. This is the 5Y3 output transformer. On the front, we're pretty much probably only going to have a power switch and an indicator lamp. There's no volume controls on this unit. It's using the preamp. Well, here's the bottom side of the chassis. You can see everything is in there pretty much exactly the way it was in the old amp. I decided to go ahead and use the old hum balance pot. It's still in good shape. There's a tube line up. All the wiring dropped right back where it should be. Looks great. Next step, wire it. Retrofit of the VM HiFi amp is complete. It is now mounted on a Hammond 10x6 chassis. I added a power switch and a volume control because I found that the input was too sensitive on some of the devices that I hooked up. So this helps to throttle that input. Tube-wise, I ended up only using the 5Y3. All the other tubes that came with the amp originally were shot, unfortunately. I also had quite the time finding a 6AU6 that wasn't microphonic. Right, let's take a look underneath. Here we are, bottom side. As you know, I transferred the locations of all the tubes and other devices using the original chassis. The only thing that I changed was the location of the filter cap. Originally, it was tucked in here, and I thought that that was just a little bit too busy. Still using the original turret board. I did change out the 0.01 disc caps. I also reused all the tube sockets and the RCA input jack. They had a strange system here where that jack was not actually connected to chassis for ground. They floated it with an insulator. So I maintained that, and then I came off of it with some RG174 coax, and that goes to the volume control. This is my bias resistor. It's a 200 ohm, so it's cathode biasing the two EL84 outputs. This is the hum pot, the bottom of the 5Y3, and of course the filter cap. And if you swing over here, I added the IEC AC input socket. This is my speaker output jack. I may be doing some power supply updates, I'm not sure. Currently the amp runs nice and quiet. I will be providing a schematic in the future in case you guys want to build one of these neat little hi-fi amps. So top side, everything stayed the same. This hole goes to the hum balance pot. I will be making a front control panel and eventually putting this in a wood cabinet. Here's the back side of the amp. It's my output jack for the speaker, signal input, and of course AC. Tube line up. Now the question is, what does it sound like?
Dropping back into the single digits again tonight with a 5 to 15
I'm using a Pilot tuner as a source AM.
But on the plus side, it's Friday. Ready for the weekend. We'll talk about some things going on this weekend. And some concert news coming up later this afternoon. Plus, we'll be giving away a dozen red roses from Schaefer's Flowers just in time for Valentine's Day next week. I'll tell you the love song to be listening for this afternoon to get yourself registered for those flowers. Keep listening for that.
It's nice and clean. There's the volume all the way down.
All time on the way. The Guess Who, Main Ingredient, and America coming up next. Right now, it's our latest from CBS News on Cool FM.
All right, well, mission complete. The little hi-fi VM amp has a new life. Now I've got this beautiful Pilot tuner, which is also a preamp, so I can run a turntable. And the speaker is an Ampex model 516 6x9. So eventually D-Lab will be enjoying a little bit of hi-fi in the shop. But if you guys want to build something like this, get a hold of me. I'll have the documentation ready soon.